Tom giving Anthony Smith a swirly. Fucking, you've been talking shit about me, have you, mate? On your fucking 70 viewer YouTube channel? Fuck you off. Get in there, you little cunt. Did you see the little Arab kid pestering Tom for a photo while he was literally getting ready to walk out in his newest vids? No, I didn't see that at all. When he was getting ready to walk out. No, I didn't see him getting pestered for a photo, no. No, I didn't see it. Brother, I'm trolling. Thank you for the 2. We're good. Not even 40k in the live. Fell off. I'm going to make a post about that real quick. Chat, I got a video coming out after the stream. You guys want to hear an early, tell me I want to tell the early stream the title of the video, yeah? Just the little early birds getting a glimpse of it. The title is, Who Gives a Shit? Dana White's disgraceful reaction to Tom Aspinall's eye poke. Assumes Tom's lying? We got a banger coming out, a 40-minute banger on Dana White coming out after the stream. And you know what, chat? Tomorrow, Chael Smith. Chael Smith. Chael Smith. I'm getting Chael, Sonnen, and Anthony Smith big time tomorrow, dude. Fucking dare they. And I'll tell you what else I did, chat. I fucking went off on Chael and Smith on the Mighty Guru show. I shouldn't have gone that hard. But I did on the Mighty Guru show. I went off on Chael and Smith. I was calling them all sorts. I should not have gone that hard, but, you know, get carried away. Thank you for the 2. Impression of Garn putting fingers in Tom's behind. Thank you for that. $5. Sup, Julius Yabawa. Unless a fighter's 10-8'd for the rest of a round, a knockdown should automatically win the round. Yeah. Yeah, unless they 10-8 it. Yeah, I consider points like 10-8 basically like you've been dropped 10-9. You claw back 10-10. Then you get a 10-9 for yourself if you 10-8. So I consider like scoring numbers a ladder, if you know what I'm saying. You go one rung down, you go one rung, you get even, you go one rung, you go above. But except you don't go even ever in a round. You know what I'm saying? A. Smith took home a home intruder to a split decision. I didn't bring up that, but I was going on other stuff. Title, Dana and Jones are lovers. Chael has CTE, yeah. A fighter who gets poked isn't required to give the opponent an advantage. I've been over this, dude. Hey, chat. Hang on. Jones changed his profile picture to a duck with an eye patch. I don't care what that guy did. DJ watching Guru tear into Chael and Smith. He was laughing at some of it, but then I went a bit far. Impression of Ariel crying hard after being eye poked. Thank you for the 2. 24:45 of his vid. Kid literally has to get dragged. 24:45. I don't see the kid getting dragged. Unless there's another video I don't know about. Can I get a photo? Oh my God. Tom getting a photo with a little oil prince's son backstage. That's crazy. But there you go. Yeah, get that kid out of the way. What the fuck? Walking in front of Tom, recording the whole thing. Yeah. Oh my God, dude. The entitlement is crazy with some of these Sheik's kids, you know. But it is what it is. Damn, some kid was like vlogging Aspinall on the walkout with him. And Aspinall even posed with him. And they had to drag him away. I didn't even see that. That's wild. Good on Aspinall for not raging and giving him a little thumbs up. But fucking hell. JDM's only good wins are Gilbert and Bilal. I think people overlook that. Islam is very good. I think it's going to be something like DDP versus Hamzat. No. Thank you for the 20. Only good wins are Gilbert and Bilal when you're going up against a grappler isn't a bad thing to say. But it could be. You could be correct. Yeah, but I just don't think that's enough to be like DDP Hamzat levels. Been arguing with Tards all day saying Tom quit. I know. It's fucking annoying. And I rewatched the fight a lot, chat. You know, a lot of people are saying they don't even want to watch it back after what Cyril Gahn was doing to Tom. It weren't that bad. Hang on a second. What just happened? Oh, we're good. Should be good. Yeah, I rewatched it. And it weren't that bad at all. The nose is bad, yeah. The nose is bad, obviously, because his nose was bleeding. But without commentary, yeah, it's a pretty back and forth scrap between them. Like, Tom landed a lot of body kicks, low kicks, a lot of front kicks to the body. The spinning was a terrible look, in my opinion. And he should never, ever do it again. But, I don't know. The jabs were good from Cyril, and the nose being damaged is bad. And I did think Cyril was ahead. But I don't think it was by that much. You know what I mean? I really don't think it was by that much, is all. I think it was just the bloody nose that made it look that way. But I think it was a pretty tit-for-tat round. So I'd love to have seen it go longer. But yeah. Been arguing, already read it. Thoughts on the saved, I've already read it. If Islam went out the same way as Tom, you would call him a quitter. Go eat your soybeans or whatever your people eat. I would, but then the next day I would say, you know what? Fair enough. Like I did the same thing for Cejudo. I did the same thing for Aljo. So, yeah. Thank you for the 5. If it was that bad of an eye poke, I don't think I would at this point. At this point. Maybe in the heat of battle, I would say something on a Fight Companion. But a lot of people take my Fight Companion reactions as like my overall responses to things, when typically they're not my overall response, you know. Impression of Tom at a haunted house is extremely dark and all the ghosts are booing at him. Fucking hell, me, you're everywhere here. Ooh, how's that funny? Thank you for the 5. Oh, the ghosts. Okay, the sheiks, you mean. Garn's fingers had bicarbonate of soda. Thank you for the $3, yeah. Surprised more people aren't talking DQ for Garn. I understand not a DQ because it wasn't like it was excessive in terms of multiple times. But, yeah, at least be like, that's bullshit, run it back, that's not a legit win, that's not anything. But there's so many people claiming victory from this. It's insane. Did you see Tom's new video? I'm concerned Tom talking about not fighting anymore. Just the fact that his mind has to think that with the rematch coming up, yeah. I hope this has locked him back into it though, right? I did think Tom, in his mind, thought, yeah, I'm going to blitz through everyone here. So I'm glad. Yeah, I saw what Jim Miller said years ago. He said it ages ago, yeah. But I did see that. Tom saying he can't see with 4 minutes to recover and never removing the rag off his eye to try and actually see is crazy. He said in his video that every time he touched his eye, it got worse and worse. Chat, if you can't see, you can't see. Chat, have you ever gone blind before? No. Probably not. Every fighter has that same reaction. When you go back and watch the eye pokes and they're that bad, they all say, I can't fucking see anything. It's a natural human reaction to going fucking blind momentarily. You know what I mean? Come on. No, the doctor didn't say the eye was fine. He said there's no serious damage to where they're going to have any fixes or 6 months off. He didn't say the eye was fine at all. He said you'll be experiencing vision loss. You know, it'll come back, but your eye has no serious damage. But you've just lied because you're a bitch. Again, pussies, bruv. No combat sports champs. And they're just crying. It's tough, man. It really is tough. Thank you for the 10. Everyone bringing up how long the Tom and Garn fight went to compare it to how long Jones and Garn went for. How long does it take Jones and Smith? I know, man. Chat, do I do a video on Chael and Smith? And then I do a video on all the comments and shit as well? I feel like I've got to. Thank you for the $8 Australian. It's really annoying. Garn is an absolute weirdo for cheating and then crying about it. Can I get a Garn laugh? I don't care about that fat defects take. Thank you for the 2. Impression of CTE Chandler trying to describe Happen Ace to people who never saw them, but he just keeps saying one of the good ones. All right. Yeah, there's 2 of the good ones, guys. What are you even talking about? You know, those are the good folks. They're not all bad. Thank you for the 5. Dude, this is just racist, man. It's not all black people saying this. Listen, thank you for the $5, Khalil B. I'm hovering over profile pictures. It is. There's a couple people in the MMA world where it's not that way. But what do you mean? I didn't say it was black people. I just said it's just that fan base. And then you assume that. Could be the French guys. Could be a whole French union as well going after things. Those really white current French people. Thank you for the 5. Hope the fight gets rebooked soon. Maybe the first big Paramount. Also, Tom needs to drop Andy. Yeah, I know it's not all black people saying this. There's some dumb shit, but you know. I'm hovering over profile pictures. I don't know if anyone else has been, but yeah. Also, Tom needs to drop Andy. He's slowly becoming John Fury. No, he's not slowly becoming John Fury in anywhere. Remember Yair's Indian soy crash out on Bisping? Yeah, he went straight at him. I wouldn't say Indian, but yeah. Oh, he does look a bit. Garn is one of those guys that wipe their ass with their left hand. Okay, Tom better get the eyes checked out by a real doctor. He's got to get them checked out on Monday, and until then, he can't get cleared of anything. Thank you for the $2. Your strike count for Tom Garn. UFC had 27 to 30. I haven't counted each strike in my head watching it back, but I swear it was something like 15 to 13. In terms of real shots, I think it was a lot closer. In fact, I don't know if Garn even landed more, but I'll have to rewatch it again. I didn't count. I was just watching it back. Like, damn, that was a competitive like back and forth. Other than the bloody nose, it was a competitive back and forth tit for tat session between the two of them. Low kicks from Tom, body kicks from Tom. Right hand from Tom landed clean. You know, Garn landed 2 left hands clean and some good jabs. And that was about it. That was the fight. This is why the British lost an empire. Why? Retards on Twitter. Tom haters need to poke themselves in the eyes. But you know it's coming, so it's different. Jones fans acting like Tom wouldn't smoke him. Garn's speed is the only reason he was getting chinned. Wasn't getting chinned immediately like Curtis. Yeah, and he's good on the feet. You know, Garn is good on the feet. Chat, like, Jones ain't gonna piece up Garn on the feet in any way. You know what I mean? Thank you for the 1. But Garn just threw a head kick, turned his back, got taken down and laid there until he got guillotined without fighting it any step of the way. So that was a bit of a tricky one. Thank you for the fight. 20 SAR. I can see Gary and Shavkat beat JDM and Islam. They are long and rangy. Even Sean grappling is tricky. I think the welterweight never been built better. Thank you for the 20 SAR. Long and rangy. I can see them doing well. Not Shavkat, though. I feel like Gary can, but not Shavkat. That's my take. Garn John fans get a lot of cum in their eyes, so maybe they know what they're talking about. It's true. It is true. Thank you for the 5. Fuck Abu Dhabi, nurse shining that light on his eye. I know, over and over again is crazy. Impression of Dana having the complete opposite reaction if Tom did the eye poking because he's gay for Jones. You know, to do that is just some low shit. Pretty low shit, folks. DC and Stipe went out on their shields. Tom should too. Yeah, just lose the belt because a cheater eye poached you. It's a good take, that. I did say, Herzog say to Tom pre-fight, the best part about fouls is that they work. I put it in my video. Terrible. Thank you for the 3. I know, crack dog. My sister scratched my eye when I was younger. Couldn't open my eye and bright light hurt bad. Can't imagine trying to fight with both eyes poked. The only time I've really had a bad eye injury was my friends chucked snow from the floor of the pavement at my face. Like he called it. He called, "Oi!" And I looked around and he threw like a shard of like snowy, icy shit. And I turned around and it hit me straight in my eye. And it had grit from the road in it, like road salt that they use to like de-ice the road. And it really fucked up my eye for like a week. But that was the only time I've ever had anything bad to my eye. But I had like grit from the road in my eye and it was fucking horrible. So I had my eye closed for like a week. Impression of John grooming Hasbullah while Garn watches. No, we're not doing that. That's too noncy. What did you think of Andy and Habib? Wholesome convo. It was good to see, man. It's good to see the pair of them, you know, going back and forth, chopping it up. Thank you for the 2. Saw some Jones Glazer on Twitter say Big Andy is just like Ali Abdulaziz. He needs to shut up when he said the UFC needs to do a better job with eye pokes. How is that anything like Ali Abdulaziz? It's just gays and them. Like, it's weird, some weird fragility thing, I swear. Why do you always have to refer to people as they and grouping people together? It's not only them. I didn't say it's not only them. It's just a whole bunch of them. Thank you for the £5. People are in groups, man. I don't know. I'm just generalizing an obvious pattern that's occurring. I'm not going to be bad about that. I don't have to be very, very specific. But also 10% of this other group as well. And let's not forget 2% of them are actually Indian. Like, don't be gay. You know what I mean? Shut up. Being a victim. Thank you for the 10. Bro, I was rewatching Garn fights. He cheats every fight. Groin shot, back of the head. I might do a whole video on him and Amavov. Even in his debut, there were close ones. He frames off the eye. Yeah, he does it a lot. Thank you for the 10. He does it a ton in his fights. Tom was walking backstage, able to see, probably felt stupid. Thank you for the 5. He had a literal bandage over his eye. Impression of Chef Volk when Tyson starts being philosophical. When Tyson what? Chef Volk when Tyson starts being philosophical. Es decir, Thank you for the 2. And that is it, done. You're putting together one sentence, and now everyone's going to think you're a genius, and I can't have it. In a scenario where you had a new Marab spawn over and over, one at a time, how many Marabs could Aspinall beat? Ooh, how many have they learned from the Cyril Garn Jones school of eye pokes? I'm not sure. I reckon one at a time. Every time he dispatches one, a new one spawns. I mean, I think he would dust up each one, but probably the 7th would get a single leg or something, like a trip, and then it would go downhill from there. So maybe maximum 10. Start petition to auto take 1 point when I poke. I agree. I completely agree. Yeah, the JDS back of the headshots are wild. But chat, yes or no, at the time when you see Cyril Garn do him, you go, that's tough. But then he does it again and you go, oh, fuck, he's fouled. But then when you look at them in their entirety and go back, I remember seeing the JDS back of the head elbow and thinking, yeah, but, you know, I was doing that with it. But then you look back at them across the board and you think, damn, he's doing this every fucking time. Every time he's doing this. You know what I mean? Thank you for the 2. When everyone's super, no one will be. It's not like he's undefeated. He'd get the rematch. Who? Thank you for the £2. He'd get the rematch? I don't get what you mean. So, you get any push lately, dude? No, but I'm working on it, dude. Impression of Bully Tom being a pirate for Halloween. Arr. Oh, don't make those. Just realised what you're... And Captain One Eye here, folks. Captain One Eye, what the plank, you scurvy dogs? Why would a person like John Jones? I have no idea. I saw a viral post chat from one of them. I'm just going to be real. Saw a viral post saying, wow, tough guy, the nice guy act really... he really dropped the nice guy act for this one, didn't he? Like, they're so used to worshipping pieces of fucking shit as their idols and heroes that when Tom got angry on the mic after the fight, they were saying, oh, wow, he really dropped the nice guy act for that one, didn't he? And I was like, what the fuck are they talking about? Like, he snapped being booed in an arena after he's been blinded on his face, on his eyes. You know what I mean? Insane. Absolutely insane. Why would a person... never been eye poked, but this one time I got Ezekiel choked in high school. You did not get Ezekiel choked in high school. My vision was fucked after it. I can only imagine it for Tom. Yeah, I know. Yeah, this one time I was in a fucking scrap at a... it was like a bouncy castle party. And this kid was like getting rude to me. Chat, this is a real story, by the way. I was at... anyone ever gone to like one of those halls in like a... local like leisure center and they set up a bouncy castle and like parents rent it for a birthday or something when you were a kid? I went to one of them once and this kid started chatting shit to me and I started swinging on him. He put me in a Peruvian necktie. I'm not even joking. I was 5 and he was 5 years old. Put me in a Peruvian necktie, tapped me to sleep. Woke up about 10 minutes later. Yeah. Real story as well. Genuinely real story. I'm joking, it's not real. But, you know, it actually is a real story, guys. Peruvian necktie. Crazy he pulled that off of me, dude. I only know it was a Peruvian necktie because of the parents after I came to. They had to wave a hot dog in front of my face. And I came to like a pug or something having a dream. And they said, they just described the move to me. And I was like, damn, dude, that sounds like a Peruvian necktie. I was 5. Crazy. Crazy fucking move. Wild stuff. Story to one up your story there, Otis, but appreciate you, brother. So a white guy defending Garn, a real Ian Gary folk. I know they're a bit self-hating. They have no impulse control. Okay. What do you think about the growing tension between Dana and Aspinall? Aspinall. I said Aspinall for some reason. Aspinall. No, don't start that trend. I've just given him an accidental nickname, dude. If he ends up losing the rematch, don't call him Aspinall. Thank you for the $5. The growing tension, I made a whole video on it, 40 minutes. It's weak from Dana, but he always does it. He ruins the sport every time. Impression of Bilal noticing pork rinds in his snack mix. Wait, what the fuck is this? I've been eating fucking a whole bag of them. Oh, fuck, I'm going to burn for this. Thank you for the 5. Think it's time for a Derek Lewis type snack mix. Wait, what the fuck is this? I've been eating fucking a whole bag of them. Oh, fuck, I'm going to burn for this. Thank you for the 5. Think it's time for a Derek Lewis title run. That sounds about right to me. I say Tom should be hitting a blast double in the rematch and hit a Kimura immediately, but I'd rather talk. Rather talk and wait for him to tap. Break it immediately. Yes. Thank you for the $5. This is what we're pushing for now, chat. The rematch gets booked and Tom takes vicious, swift revenge over Cyril Gane. Eases into it. No more 15 months off. Right back in there. 4 or 5 months later. Bang! Wrenches his arm off or something. Thank you for the 5. Can't seem to figure out the why Tom's situation is a no contest and Holland is a DQ. Makes no sense. Holland fought to a decision. But I don't know why he was threatened with a DQ. I agree. Also, congrats on the new place, Guru. Love you, man. Thank you, TRT Vitor, for the $5, man. Appreciate you as well. Love you too. I think this outcome is a good thing. It kind of creates a rivalry between those two. Tom's rage and Gane's confidence will build up this rematch more. I agree. Thank you for the 5. I do agree with that. This is big. Video of Dumbass Doctor assessing Tom in the cage, please. I don't have the video of it. Thank you. Oh, the guy who went into the cage in the first place? Yeah. I don't know what they're doing. Thank you for the 2. But I'm not doing a whole video on it because that's UFC footage. So we apologize to Cejudo. Yeah, you're a casual fan. I do my reaction on the Fight Companion, but like a day after, I was like, yeah, I was wrong about Cejudo, you know. That was a pretty bad eye poke looking back. You don't watch. Like, I make my takes in the heat of a Fight Companion, and people condemn me as like, those are my takes forever. I very often reiterate like a day or 2 later and then move on with that. Did you see that Ireland has had enough? All right, thank you for the 2. If Tom lost, he'd have a reason to get the rematch. He'd have a reason and get the rematch. I don't think Tom would lose and get a rematch against Gane. I think in that case, people would push for the Volkov. Tom's nothing anyway. Tom's got to earn it back. The Volkov fight's what we want to see. And Tom would have to fight some up-and-comer. Update on cities you're visiting when you reach stateside. Visit a proper barbershop, perhaps. I'll consider it. Thank you for the $5. Tom needs to charge Gane and get a body lock ASAP. It's not like Gane has the KO power anyway. Don't tard charge. That's not... like the guy from... who's the guy from Bully, the older fighter? Rufus! Not Rufus or something, but... Roly! Who's the guy that screams his name in Bully? The older, giant, dumb tard. That's what I imagine when I hear tard charge. Russell! Yeah, Russell. Yeah, he needs to Russell charge Gane up against the cage. Tommy! Tommy no like eye poke! And just start going for him. Good old Russell, dude. What a reference there. Great reference, bro. Sick reference. Thank you for the 2. Tom for the rematch. Same here, dude. He's going to dust him up. I think Gane gouged because he was losing round 1. Hot take, but the blood on the nose don't look good for Tom. But Tom was doing all right, man. I thought he was doing all right. Thank you for the 10. Do you ever find yourself confused if the Tom haters are rage bait or just shit takes? I think it's mixed. But the fact that they're getting so much interactions like likes is like it's rage bait, but like people are genuinely agreeing with it, you know? He's holding the wrong eye, etc. I'm not on social media much, but it makes me want to delete it. I know, it's disgusting. I just realize it sometimes, chat. There's always these pivotal moments in the world, and I don't know if anyone else feels like this, but I get this really impending doom mindset sometimes, where I scroll through like these social media things in pivotal moments of the world, big moments that happen where it's like a 50-50 for no reason. And I think, oh my God, there's literally billions of retards and they shit out more kids every year. It's such a big problem. And I don't even want to get into the grand scheme of the world on here or anything like that or anything too far-fetched. I really, really worry for the future of humanity itself. Because I'm thinking, man, I don't want to have kids till I'm like 31, 32. And I keep... as I scroll through, I go, oh my God, there's billions of absolute tards. And they keep shitting out kids. They really do. There's so many more. You know? They're really, it's really tough. But, you know. It is what it is, man. DJ about the Ghana eye pokes. We went back and forth. I think I got him to... I know what he was saying. But, again, fight companion takes are not final takes. That's something people have to say. So we went over that in the video. We spoke all about eye pokes on the video. On the Mighty Guru show, which is now recorded. Impression of Chael getting mad you hurt his feelings. And that's a very real thing. You never piss off a gangster. I just can't stop watching his videos. I just can't. I really, really can't. Nina can fix Tom. El chulo. Okay. Reddit defending Tom while Twitter's dogging him. What a crazy twist. Well, Twitter's going to dog him regardless. Just watch Tom's vlog. He blind pain till about 4 a.m. I know. Thank you for the 2. I know. I know. Watch the Aspinall fight back. I think the blood and anxiety clouded my thoughts. Tom obviously got caught once or twice, but he looked calm. I think he looked good. I was saying this to chat on the... I went live later that night. He does this look on his face, and it really makes me worry about him when he fights. Like, he does that. Whereas Garn's like this. Like that. Tom does this on his face. Like that. And he was like, oh, God, dude. That really makes you look uncomfortable as fuck. Maybe it was the nose and he was like his nose was like still like numb. But he does that look on his face a lot if you watch him in the fight. He looks a bit strange. Look back at most of his fights. Even when he's throwing punches, he has that look on his face. Like that. I swear. It's the mouth guard? Maybe it's the veneers and the mouth guard. He makes that weird face in every fight. I know, that's what I mean. He really does make that face in every fight. Because I was watching back his KOs. Look at any picture of Tom getting a KO. Look at the pain in his face as he catches him. Look at Pereira's face when he catches someone by KO. And look at Tom's face. Tom Aspinall KO. It's like that every time. Even the one over Pavlovich is like that. The first one, MMA fighting. Tom Aspinall KO, the first result, MMA fighting. Is like that on his face. And it makes me worry. And even the Blades one, when he landed that jab, he's up like that. And it's like, fucking hell, man. That doesn't look good at all. It makes me feel worried for him, you know? It feels like every time Tom goes in for an exchange, he goes, like that. There's like almost hear that noise. He just does, and then someone goes down and gets KO'd. Like that. Whereas Pereira's more of a, you know? And then someone just goes like that. Me and DJ disagreed the most ever on this recent Mighty Guru show. But the good thing about the Mighty Guru show is that we can disagree and still shit on Anthony Smith and Chael Sonnen. I think I went too far. I was on the Mighty Guru show with DJ. We recorded it earlier today. I went too far on Smith and Chael, I think. Just because DJ's a former fighter, he was laughing along with it, but I was like, fuck, man, I'm really going off on him. This is more of a thing I should say for a video. But, you know. Couldn't help it. I need to sneeze. No, I don't. I know someone's going to get me on that because I was saying shit like, what the fuck would you know about Anthony Smith when it comes to like toughing out quitting and stuff like that? What's more embarrassing, Barnett's features shown on TV or Anthony Turtle Heart Smith talking shit about Tom indicating he wanted a way out? Yeah, fucking...